That'd be pretty cool, dude.
I'd hate to talk too much baseball for Will because.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and jump in and talk about the Kansas City fucking Chiefs.
We're not there yet. We got to preview today's games real quick. You guys just lollygagging around here. I mean, come on. Here's what we got going today. You ready, Cricket? We got we got an early start. I love it when we got 9 a.m. baseball over here. Huh?
He's going Saturday steps.
Saturday?
Skeens is pitching Saturday game.
I'm like, no, this is.
You're going to get
Wednesday.
Bailey Falter against Spencer Schwellenbach.
Oh, Who? Great.
What it looks like.
Who? Yippee.
All right, we got the Mariners and the Rays kicking things off today, or setting the plate today.
We got George Kirby on the bump for Seattle. Ryan Pepiot, whatever, going for the Rays.
Sharp money, big money, taking the Mariners at -115. Rays plus 105 on the comeback there. 54% of the bet, 66% of the money on the Mariners as road favorites. What was that?
How you say that name, Steps?
Pepois?
Is it Pepois?
I
have so much.
I like how he said it. He said it with a lot more confidence than you.
So I've been saying Pepiot. I hope it's Pepois because that's what I'll call him from now on.
That's how I read it.
What do you think about this game?
All you got to do is this is what I learned with drug names. You just got to say it with confidence. No one knows. No one knows how you're supposed to say it. Some asshole might try to correct you, you look at them like you don't know what the hell you're talking about either. So, okay.
How do you say Pepois without confidence, man? I feel like that's a word that just kind of breathes confidence right there, man.
Phillies and the Tigers.
Spencer Turnbull on the bump for the Phillies. Detroit has not announced the pitcher yet.
Phillies -175 road favorites here. Tigers +166 home dogs. Big money on the Phillies. 81% of the bets. 94% of the money taking the Phillies today. Pirates and the Reds.
Luis Ortiz on the hill for Pittsburgh. Graham Ashcraft going for Cincinnati.
Cincinnati -133 home favorites. Pirates +122 dogs. 77% of the bets. 82% of the money on the Reds. Braves and the Cardinals. This is game one. We got two games today. Is that what you said?
Game one. This will be your starters from yesterday. Ronaldo Lopez going for Atlanta and Kyle Gibson on the hill for St. Louis.
Braves -127 road favorite. Sharp action on them. Cardinals +116 home dogs. 76% of the bets. 82% of the money back in the Braves today. Rangers and the Brewers.
Nathan Eovaldi going for Texas, and Colin Ray will be pitching for the Brew Crew.
Ooh, what's the total in this game?
8.
Rangers -110. Brewers -105. Sharp money on the Rangers. Big money on the Brewers, though. 76% of the bets. 96% of the money back in Milwaukee. Marlins and the Royals.
Valente Belozo is going for Miami, and Brady Singer Day for Kansas City, y'all.
Royals -222 home favorites. That's why they're that big of favorites. I'm like, I know the Fish are bad, but 222. Singer's on the bump. That's why. Marlins +200 road dogs. 89% of the bets. 83% of the money back in Kansas City at home today. Rockies and the Astros.
Ryan Feltner on the hill for Colorado. Spencer Arrighetti will be going for the Astros.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. Astros -190 home favorites. Rockies +172 on the comeback. 94% of the bets. 99% of the money back in the Stros today. Angels and the A's.
Joey Estes on the hill for Oakland, and then Ronzi Contreras will be going for LA.
Why I decided to say that backwards, out of like different than all the other ones that time, I have no idea. But the Angels -123 home favorites. A's +113 road dogs. Sharp money, big money coming in on the Angels. 84% of the bets, 99% of the money on the Angels. Nationals and the Padres.
DJ Hertz on the hill for Washington, and Dylan Cease Day for the Padres.
Padres -180. Dylan Cease Day. Okay. Padres -181 home favorites. Nationals +164 road dogs. Sharp money coming in on the Nationals. Big money back in the Padres. 87% of the bets, 98% of the money on the Padres in this one. Steps, without going into too much detail here, I kind of see this and makes me like the Nationals. I don't know why it's standing out to me today.
Yeah, I would probably stay away from that. Cease's been pretty dominant.
I'm gonna bet it.
Especially
I know. Yeah, and I know his first, the splits are he started off a little bit better than what he's been doing lately, but his last two haven't been bad, but they haven't been what he was doing dominant wise. So I look for him to get back on track today. The only bet I see here that has any value, but there's a lot of juice on it, would be to back him in the first 5. Nationals, though, I will tell you, they've been the most profitable team, I think, to bet this year. They're almost 500, and they're always an underdog like this. So,
Yep.
I mean, if you just bet the Nationals every day, probably on the alternate lines like you guys like to do,
Mhm.
I would be interested to see what the profit would be if someone were to bet in that all year from beginning till now.
Absolutely. Guardians at the Orioles.
Carlos Carrasco on the hill for Cleveland. Grayson Rodriguez going for Baltimore.
Baltimore minus 180 home favorites. Guardians plus 163 road dog. Sharp money coming on the Orioles. Big money back in the Guardians. 22% of the bets, but 75% of the money on the Guardians. That's a nice little differential there. That's you don't see that a wider gap like that often. Yankees taking on Frank the Tank's Mets.
Luis Hill on the bump for New York for the Yankees, and then Sean Manaea on the bump for the Mets.
Yankees minus 145. Are we going to see the Yankees as dogs again this season? I feel like we're not. Everyone's just loving the Yankees. Yankees minus 145. Road favorites. Mets plus 138. Home dog. Sharp money and big money back in the Yankees. Action Network expert taking the Mets. 74% of the bets. 95% of the money back in the Yankees today. I'm not saying they don't deserve it. I'm just saying it's quite crazy to ever find value on the Yankees. Blue Jays and the Red Sox.
Uriel Rodriguez on the hill for Toronto. Cutter Crawford going for Boston.
Shout out to Blue. Says, I overslept. Sup, everyone. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Grab yourself a cup of coffee and hop in here with us. We're about to preview the Chiefs. We got the Red Sox minus 142 home favorites against the Blue Jays plus 133. Sharp money coming in on the Blue Jays, but 91% of the money back in the Red Sox in this one. We don't got much for game 2 yet for the Braves and the Cardinals, so we'll go past that. Dodgers and the White Sox.
Gavin Stone on the hill for LA, and Eric Fettiwap going for Chicago.
Dodgers minus 181 road favorites. White Sox plus 164 home dog. Sharp money coming on those Sox. Big money back in the Dodgers, though. 87% of the bets, 99% of the money on the Dodgers in this one. Twins at the Diamondbacks.
Simeon Woods Richardson on the hill for Minnesota, and Ryan Nelson going for Arizona.
Arizona plus 105 home dogs. Twinkies minus 115 road favorite. Sharp money, big money back in the Diamondbacks at home. 41% of the bets, 53% of the money on the Arizona Diamondbacks. And the last game tonight, Cubs and the Giants.
We do not have pitchers listed in this one yet.
Okay, we got the Giants at minus 125 home favorites, Cubs plus 110 road dogs. Sharp money, big money back in the Giants in that one. 78% of the bets, 90% of the money on the Giants. And there's your little MLB preview for today. Good luck betting all those, folks. Good luck betting all of those. How about that, Cricket?
That was well done. You got anything you love today, Steps?
Yeah, just to not take too much time because I know Will wants to talk NFL. But I do like the over in the Baltimore Cleveland game. I like the under in Minnesota Twins Diamondbacks game, under in the Rockies Astros game. And then, like I said, first 5 San Diego. And then I do think there's a little bit of value on the Mets there. Like Will was saying, you don't ever find value on the Yankees, and minus 145 would be like really good value on them. It's just weird that line is where it's at. It kind of like yesterday. I don't know if you guys caught the Dodgers White Sox line yesterday. I bet the first 5. The White Sox were like plus 110 on the first 5 against the Dodgers. Now I know James Paxton was pitching for the Dodgers, but I mean he hasn't been that bad. It just was odd to me that the White Sox were that's where the line was on that first 5 yesterday. So sometimes those juicy lines like that, you got to take the other side. There's a reason why it's that low.